All right, look, as always, I try to come with something that makes a little more sense than not. Whether you understand it right then and there in that moment, I can't disseminate that for you. All I know is uh, my best way of sharing the information is how it comes to my mind. You understand what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. Let me show y'all the picture real quick. Yeah, this individual right here is supposed to be one Hannibal with the Carthaginian army who would go and face off against the Romans and have very limited success. In fact, they failed, but they they being history revisionists like to speak on it because they speak from a point of view as if Hannibal was actually scared to fight the Romans. But something tells me that that might not have been all that really happened. Something tells me that maybe Hannibal was going to try and reinforce a place that had invaders in it. Once again, listen to me. Those who are on the beneficiary side of history have been able to tell us whatever they'd like to tell us. Now, this next picture right here, hope y'all can see it. This is who they would like to have depicted Hannibal in one of the movies that they've made. But don't worry, I have another picture that's counter to this that will make you think twice. So a white guy is going to go fight white Romans, right? You hear what I'm saying? They want you to believe that the Berbers are all white skinned. Number one, there's no proof to that. That's just what that's what they tell you. They can't fucking prove it, so I don't know why niggas believe it. But this is who the History Channel would have people have to see. This brother right here. Mm-hmm. This stand-up brother right here who looks like an excellent representative of one Hannibal. Now the problem that whites had with it was that they were doing history revisionists. But the same cats who were crying foul don't realize your ancestors have revised all of the known Earth history. They tell us this is how it is, so you must believe us. But why couldn't he be black? First and foremost, you weren't there. Right. They don't know if Pythagoras, Syragrius, okay, for all they know, Clovis was half Nig. They weren't there, y'all. They don't fucking know. And I keep trying to stress this because the less I stress it, or the more I stress it, I should say, the more aggravated you'll get. But the more you should start to look at cats and say, maybe Meech ain't tripping. Let me pull up a picture of a funny looking chicken and see if y'all get my point. Google Marjorie Taylor Greene. They know who I'm looking for. She is one funny looking chicken. But don't worry though. Now y'all just watched that video that I just dropped. Not only is she a funny looking chicken, tell me somebody. Tell me that this funny looking chicken ain't got some of that mongoloid blood in her body. Give me one moment. Bang. Bang. Let's go ahead and just blow this picture up. Let's go ahead and just blow it up. Look at her face. Look at her face. Okay, hold on. If you think I'm tripping, let's go ahead and just search it out. Mom. I want one that's just clear in the face. We ain't got to do no fighting to wonder what they look like. Perfect. No, even more perfect is the one that's down lower than this one. Perfect. Where they at? Where the mama and the daddy in them? Right here. This old lady right here in the middle. Look like she could pass for kin to Marjorie Taylor Greene. Tell me I'm lying. Look at her face. Look at her facial structure. Look at her facial structure. Look at it. Let's just take it back on time. Look at her facial structure. Look at it. Whoa, 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 whoa. What y'all doing? Right. Look at that. Let's go forward. Bang, bang, bang. Come on, one more. There we go. Tell me this lady right here couldn't be some kin to her. See, when y'all do the real deal, Holyfield breaking down on who you looking at and what you dealing with, then you can tell me something. Anyway, look, man, I'm about to. Don't worry, this will be called doubling down on my efforts, just to prove a basic point. And furthermore, for all of those who do not understand, it would be better to say that you don't understand, even if you don't agree. It would be better that you say that you don't agree and say where you don't agree at. Go get the history. Right on. Don't bring to me no nonsense because I bring to you information that you can go and run back into different historians will tell you very similar things. Some of them have different years, some of them have different dates in the years, some of them have the events lined up differently. Okay? This is what you have to respect about interpretation of history because all who understand history know that you weren't there to make it. So how can you say what happened unless you were actually there, unless you witnessed it? It's not like the social media age, and sometimes these individuals who create these works will speak as if they were physically there. I talk from a point of view of this is what they're all saying. Some of this information doesn't line up, and the things that do line up, people want to ignore and act as if they don't exist. So I have to bring it to the forefront and continually stress the point that this has to be real. Come on. That's Hannibal. That's the real Hannibal. Don't you ever forget it.